Every now and then here at FirstDown Playbook, we get a question in our info box that we could answer the question just for the one coach, but we felt like it's a good enough question, and we heard it a lot last year when we did the youth football chalk talk. So we're going to address it here today in a quick little video. And the question was about, wrong arming kick out blocks, and you can get them from a puller. Here it's a guard. It could even be a tackle, even though it takes a long time to get there. You could get it from a near back or a fullback or whatever. But the question was, should I use should I wrong arm kick out blocks? And our answer to that is absolutely. As a changeup or maybe as just your base way of playing it, because a lot of times in youth football we see coaches put way too much pressure on this end right here or backer or whatever you name it in like a 5-3 odd type defense. And really you're asking them to squeeze the play but yet keep their outside arm free because, if they keep their outside arm free and they're out here wide, you've got a seam anyway. So wrong arming is definitely an option. It's just not all on this end right here to execute the wrong arm by themselves. So wrong arm technique. What happens with the wrong arm technique is this end is playing a 9 technique. If that tight end blocks down, all right, then this end right here has got to step down and squeeze. They really ought to try to get their hands on that Y right there as they get across the line of scrimmage. Now, what they want to do as they cross and they see a guard at them or a blocker at them is they want to take their outside arm and they want to wrong arm, take it and rip it inside. You want to try to get up underneath this pulling guard, up underneath the fullback. And as you're doing it, as you get your hands on that tight end, your eyes ought to be on the line to off the line, because typically only one of those two are going to be assigned to block you. But as you get your outside arm up underneath, now you want to rip and get penetration. You don't want to give yourself up. You're not just going down inside and to get blocked. But after you force this ball to go outside, because you have created a pile inside, now you want to get north-south. Now, the other 5 players over here are responsible for playing it the same way too. If I am getting double-teamed right here and I'm not moving, I have got to get down. I've got to get my right hip. I got to get down on the ground and try to split this double team right here. You can't get moved all the way down here to the A-gap and expect that wrong arm guy to be right. So understand that whatever it takes, if you want to get on the one hip, get down to one knee, right knee here, and then burst up, or just give yourself up. But you've got to eat up 2 blockers right here. Because if you don't eat up 2 blockers, this tight end is going to get off on your Mike backer. So now what you've done is you've blown the ball to the outside with the wrong arm. You have created a double team that has to stay with you. Now the 2 linebackers, the Mike linebacker should be keying this little triangle in here. Once again, most of the time the puller will come from the triangle. When that happens, that Mike has got to get to the hip of that tackle right now, because they're going to scrape right inside out and take anything that shows up tight. Now, the sandbacker really won't be able to look back across and see this, but they can see the double team. And you've got to understand that once your buddy goes down in wrong arms, they want to be setting right out here wider than the Mike. They want to try to turn that back into the Mike. So it's not just one linebacker. Now, if you're free safety and corner, you can play it really 2 different ways. If you're going to tell your corner to stay outside, your free safety has got to be downhill, all right, as an alley player. You might want to tell your corner to play inside leverage, because they're going to play that in man coverage anyway, and let them, once again, bounce everything out. And now your free safety will become your perimeter player. And some of you will go like, well, you can't do that. You're losing contain. The contain player out here is in the same situation that your wrong arm player is 9 times out of 10. You put so much pressure on them with contain that they just stay out here wide and they create an alley anyway. Sometimes just because you're playing inside coverage or inside technique on the man coverage, ball at them, turn them loose. Let them go in there, try to make a play, all right? And if this guy comes down and blocks, as Z does, get your free safety outside. and the Sam can scrape one more gap, the Mike can scrape one more gap. So just as a starting point, that's our thought on wrong arming guards or near backs. It could have been a near back that we were talking about right here. And just to understand that with First Down Playbook, all we've done right here is we took one of our plays and we flipped it vertically, and we came in and made some adjustments. You should teach your defense the same way. You can draw your defense up, but show them the play that they're going to have run at them, and make sure they all understand how they're going to fit, because that's going to be true about any defense, whether it's an NFL defense, an NCAA defense, high school, or youth. You've got to be able to fit, and everybody's got to be in the right place at the right time to make it work.